With San Francisco wrapping up their first preseason game against the Denver Broncos, we saw Jordan Watkins, the rookie out of Ole Miss, show off his 4.37 speed, catching a 50-yard pass from Mac Jones. Meanwhile, San Francisco's 7th-round rookie and Junior Bergen showed off why he holds the FCS record for career punt return touchdowns. On top of that, on the defensive side of the ball, we got our first extended look at CJ West, who actually might start as a rookie. And with San Francisco's backfield continuing to stack up injuries, San Francisco's undrafted free agent Corey Kiner out of Cincinnati looks like he can potentially be a steal for this team. Arguably San Francisco's most impressive rookie though was their 5th-round selection out of Kansas, Marques Sigel. He was all over the field, you could really see his 4.37 speed at work, and he had 5 tackles on the night. So even though San Francisco didn't win their first preseason game, I believe their future is brighter than ever as they have players like Sebastian Valdez, Marques Sigel, and even Jordan Watkins coming up. So in this video, we're going to break down their performances on the day as well as other players that truly impressed me, and in subsequent videos, we're going to break down their film and what really stood out. Initially to start out, we're going to talk about the quarterbacks, talking about Mac Jones. To start his day, he was pretty hot, connecting deep with Jordan Watkins as we mentioned, and I love his mentality of this offseason of just letting it rip, and he has a pretty nice deep ball, especially in Kyle Shanahan's offense. After that initial drive though, the Broncos did a nice job of heating up Mac Jones, getting 2 sacks with Spencer Burford giving up pressure pretty immediately. This sped up Mac Jones, and subsequently, he threw that interception. And really when you watch Mac Jones, after that initial drive and after Spencer Burford gave up those sacks, he looked almost like a completely different quarterback. He was less accurate and really was trying to force throws, especially to Jordan Watkins. It was like he was trying to force it to his security blanket. So headed forward in this offseason, we need to watch to see if Mac Jones can start to eliminate some of these mental errors. It is the first preseason game, so it could just be he's shaking off a little bit of rust. Now though, we need to talk about San Francisco's 3rd-string quarterback battle between Carter Bradley and Tanner Mordecai. Frankly, Carter Bradley seemed like he was on the team today because of his last name more so than his quarterback play. I mean, he was wildly inaccurate, made bad decisions, turned the ball over, and has less mobility than their other 3rd-string quarterback in Tanner Mordecai, who I think's a better quarterback. Sure, he also threw an interception on the day, but he offers the team more mobility. Overall though, it's definitely not what you're looking for out of your 3rd-string quarterbacks. But now, we need to move into San Francisco's wide receivers. Specifically, we need to talk about Jordan Watkins, who continues to dominate this offseason. Heading into this season, Watkins has a major opportunity ahead of him. Not only is Brandon Ayuk out, as well as their other wide receiver in Demarcus Robinson, Juwan Jennings is also dealing with a calf injury, so he has the opportunity to be San Francisco's number 1 or number 2 wide receiver. And on this deep pass from Mac Jones, you can really see almost everything I love about him. Not only is he built like Deebo Samuel, coming in right around 5'11", weighing 200 pounds, he has better hands. Here, with the defensive back draped all over him, he goes up, grabs it, and then continues to run down the field, picking up pretty great yardage on this play. So not only does Watkins have the speed, he has the ability to break tackles and pick up pretty great yak. If he continues to develop as a wide receiver, he could end up being San Francisco's next true weapon on this team. And for San Francisco, he is ahead of a lot of younger wide receivers as he also has the ability to block, as Lane Kiffin preached this during his time at Ole Miss. Another rookie wide receiver that really impressed me for San Francisco was Junior Bergen out of Montana. As I was mentioning earlier, he led the entire FCS in touchdowns for punt returns, and he also holds the record there. And so far during his NFL career, he's been able to carry over what made him so special at Montana. Here, for instance, he's able to quickly identify these defenders closing in quickly on him, so he takes a jab step towards the teeth of the defense, knowing he's going to get their momentum going there. Then he jumps back, creates a ton of separation, and there, he's off to the races. You can say what you want about his measurables, anything like that, but the fact is he's a true football player. Now moving into San Francisco's backfield and the rookie there in Corey Kiner, I thought he had himself a pretty nice day. Routinely, he bounced off tackles and got the most there. And with San Francisco's backfield continuing to stack up injuries in Jordan James, Isaac Rendo, and potentially Amir Abdullah, he can make San Francisco's 53-man roster and potentially contribute early on. Now though, we need to move to San Francisco's defensive side of the ball and talk about the rookie who truly impressed me there in Marques Sigel. He did leave the game with a knee injury, but before that, you could really see his 4.37 speed at work. And overall, I thought he showed off pretty great tackling for a safety, and with San Francisco without Malik Mustafa, and really without any solid option at safety this year, he could potentially push for a starting job if he is able to come back from this knee injury. One of my favorite plays of this game was when Sigel was able to quickly identify this little check down from Bo Nix. Here, he quickly comes up from his safety position, breaks down, and makes the excellent open field tackle. Honestly, he's kind of reminding me of Malik Mustafa last year. In a similar way here, I love how aggressive he comes up on this run and helps bring down this back for a loss on the play. If he's able to continue to carry this out and develop as a rookie, San Francisco's rookie class, honestly, looks extremely bright, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, he's out here just making plays. Outside of Sigel, another player that really impressed me on the day that I don't think a lot of people would really expect was Sebastian Valdez, the undrafted free agent defensive tackle. One of the things that really stood out to me about Little Hulk was his ability to quickly identify the offensive play. Here, for instance, he doesn't beat this offensive lineman, but because he identifies his quarterback scramble drill, quickly he's able to take away this halfback potential dump off, then brings him down for the half sack on the play. While it's nice to see Valdez racking up some sacks in the preseason, the fact is he's truly going to be used as a run defender for San Francisco. And here going against the Broncos, you can really see why. Going against the Broncos on this play, they're attempting to double team him, but because of his get off, you can see how quickly he's able to split this double team, finds his way into the backfield, and gets a tackle for loss. If he's able to keep this up against starting level offensive linemen, San Francisco might have found a gem in Valdez. I mean, when you're watching this end zone angle, you can see how quickly Valdez is able to split this double team by the Broncos, find his way into the backfield, and get this tackle on this back. While this get-off ability is great in any defense, it's especially beneficial in Chris Kaceric's wide 9 defensive front that really allows the defensive linemen to pin their ears back and get to the quarterback. So while he doesn't have the longest arms or all the measurables, this get-off ability by Valdez and this scheme fit could make him a weapon for San Francisco's defense, especially in the running game. I also thought San Francisco's 4th round pick in CJ West did a pretty nice job of getting off the ball and attacking the quarterback, starting with San Francisco's defense. Meanwhile, Kalia Davis absolutely lit it up. If he's able to remain healthy, the former linebacker could potentially be a defensive tackle that ends up with a couple of sacks at least this year. But ultimately, these are just some of my thoughts on San Francisco going against the Denver Broncos and their rookies really showing out. I know they didn't win this game, but because of all these rookies putting on absolute shows, I think their future is brighter than ever. I mean, Jordan Watkins can potentially start, CJ West can potentially start, Sebastian Valdez looks like a nice rotational piece, and Marques Sigel, if healthy, can end up being San Francisco's next safety they hit on. But now I want to hear your thoughts about San Francisco's rookies and this preseason game as a whole. And like I said, headed forward into this week, I will be breaking down each one of these players a lot more deeply. So subscribe if you're interested in that, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.